Hello and welcome to a great night of hoops. You can feel the excitement in the air for this game. It's part of the NBA Cup. In this game, we'll see the Utah Jazz against the Oklahoma City Thunder with two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. All right, let's take a look at some numbers for Lauri Markkanen.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. Two big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward. And for the Jazz, Markkanen and Kessler are the big men. Bailey and Anderson out there at the 2 and the 3. And it's George in at the point. You look at this on paper, and it feels like one-way traffic, Doris.
Here we go.
Could this be a trap game?
It sort of has that feeling, B.A. A big underdog going against the big-time favorite. But here's why we play the game. Any given night in this league, anything could happen.
Now here's Anderson. Pass to Markkanen. Fires the 3. Hartenstein pulls it in. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And this is a very difficult team to beat right now. 13 straight wins.
You have to give a ton of credit to not only the coaching staff for having their group prepared to play nightly, but also a ton of credit to these players who have been solid with their rotations, who've been committed to both ends of the floor. Their depth has been apparent. This is a formidable team right now.
Now here's George. Markkanen with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's George. And he banks in the layup.
Wow, Keontae George flashing those handles. Nasty stuff.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Gilgeous-Alexander against George. SGA passes to Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Oh, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
And here's George. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game. Markkanen, the pass to Bailey. George outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From the corner. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
And Hartenstein slams it in.
Well, Hartenstein sees a path to the rim and does not hesitate.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Pass to Kessler. Back to Anderson. Back to Kessler. 6 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And they've been one of the more exciting teams in the league this year, besting most of their opponents by a healthy margin.
Yeah, not many close games for them this year. When they win big. That kind of dominance has made them feared by the rest of the league.
And SGA gets it to go.
Well, this is what you call hitting the ground running. 4 shots taken, 4 shots made.
And you look for bright spots in this developing core for Utah, Grant. What stands out?
Well, I think it's the front court, B.A. You have 2 gifted scoring forwards in Markkanen and Bailey. Then you've got Walker Kessler, an elite shot blocker, manning the middle.
Bailey, the pass to George. Utah with another miss.
Boy, that's brutal. 1 for 5 to start. You have got to find your footing offensively.
Dort for 3. Kessler with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Bailey to end the run. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Thunder leading by 4. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. SGA finds Holmgren. In transition, here they come. Oh, they get a hand on it. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Outside, SGA. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. It's Dort on the wing. The 3 ball. Utah grabs the miss. Coming into this, having Knox to win against the Lakers in their last game.
Yeah, they were able to execute offensively in a hostile environment, which led to a lot of high percentage shots.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
Here's Bailey doing some damage on the offensive end, putting up a little over 14 points a game. George against Williams. Marketed for 3. Hartenstein pulls it in.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Williams' shot is good.
And I like when Williams works in these mid-range areas. I mean, such an impressive score.
Now here's George. Markkanen outside. Pass to Anderson. Back to Markkanen. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Well, Lauri Markkanen comes from a family full of athletes, Craig.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. Lauri's mom and dad were both pro basketball players, and so was one of his brothers. And his other brother is a professional soccer player. So it definitely runs in the family.
Lots of stretch bigs in the league, Doris. Lauri Markkanen is one of the best at spacing the floor.
What we know, B.A., is that sweet shooting bigs with the kind of size that Lauri has are an invaluable tool in the modern game. Lauri can balance that shooting with his off-the-bounce game. He is the prototypical desired big in the league today.
The Jazz have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Here's Bailey. Pass to Markkanen from behind the arc. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got his 4th rebound in this one. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Guarded now by George. Utah's gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Kept alive. And here's Markkanen. They now take the lead. Markkanen's got 7 points. Now SGA. He had a 30-point outing in their last game against Sacramento.
And what a wrecking ball defensively, seen by the 4 steals he had in that game.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Jalen Williams has become an all-star and a key player for the Thunder. As Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, he allows us to really do anything out there because he's so versatile. He's been special for us and is a big reason why we are where we are. He just does whatever it takes to win. Back to you, Brian.
He's a big factor. Allie, we appreciate the report. Thunder trail by 3. SGA looking around. Dort, the pass to Holmgren. Outside, Williams. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Caruso, he's checked in for Dort. Now here's George. Markkanen outside. Back to George. Count that one. And now a 5-point Utah lead.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
George against SGA. Holmgren with a screen on George. Gilgeous-Alexander got a hand on it.
That's the length of Lauri Markkanen making a difference at the defensive end.
And that bucket makes him 4 for 7 today. Good production.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Wallace comes in for Williams. And here are the top shooters at the point guard position in this year's freshman class. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on top.
And if you thought he was an accurate passer, check out his shooting. Just so efficient from the field.
And you have to keep in mind, a lot of those shots are coming from the perimeter. To have that kind of field goal percentage from the point guard spot is pretty amazing. Boy, still trying to get comfortable out there right now.
George finds Markkanen. Here's Bailey. Now Markkanen. He's covered by Holmgren. Kessler controls the rebound and the putback. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Jazz.
They've been pretty intimidating on the defensive end, knocking away shootings, containing shooters, and making it tough to find looks.
We've got a lot of game left, but boy, they are doing a tremendous job on the offensive glass.
Now here's Anderson. Yet to see a basket. Shot clock at 6. Fires from deep. The shot that time not on target. Thunder trail by 9. Wallace, the pass to Holmgren. Back to Wallace. Here's SGA. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It goes on Keontae George.
Let's remember, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is 6'6", so getting on the interior is not a problem.
And he makes a first. Doris, from the 11th pick in 2018, the last year's league MVP. How did Shai Gilgeous-Alexander make that kind of leap?
Well, you don't get there without incredible work habits. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander puts time in the offseason to grow every single aspect of his game. There's also maturity he plays with beyond his years. You can't speed him up. He's a 3-level scorer, and he contributes to one of the most dangerous defenses in the league. Boy, when you watch this guy shoot free throws, you can see very repeatable motion, and that is what leads to this kind of consistency.
Now here's Markkanen. What a tremendous game he played against the Lakers. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
Boy, if he ever finds his footing, they'll be in even better shape. Right now, his teammates carrying him.
And so the ball out of bounds. Caruso touched it last.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Utah leading by 7. George outside. Markkanen from long range.
Well, this is Caruso's calling card, right? The ability and the pride taken on the defensive end.
Wallace outside. The kick out to Williams. The shot. And the first shot of the night for him, no good.
You can't ask for a cleaner look than that. He just couldn't deliver.
And there's the foul. It's on Cason Wallace. That's his first foul. A different look for Utah. Nurkic is checked in for Kessler. Hendricks comes in for Lauri Markkanen. And Mikhailuk subbed in for George. There's 1:59 left to play in the first. A nice shot by Filipowski. And the Jazz lead by 9.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 4 from deep. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Will Hardy gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Our first topic of conversation, of course, facing Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He told me SGA is so hard to game plan for. He has incredible length for a point. He's too big for a guard, too quick for a wing. We have our work cut out for us. Guys?
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Here's Collier, following the 3 by Oklahoma City. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. The Thunder with the rebound.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Yusuf Nurkic picks one up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. first one at the line is good. So for Oklahoma City, Jalen Williams, he's checked in for Holmgren. And it's Aaron Wiggins in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And that's good as he hits both shots. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, after winning the title, OKC secured their future. Significant extensions this summer for Chet Holmgren, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and both of their Jalen Williamses. The Thunder are building something for the long haul, guys.
An exciting young team. All right, Shams, thank you. Here's Williams. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Sacramento.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Good work there as it goes.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Jazz leading by 4. Pass to Nurkic. Over Williams. Shot by Nurkic, no good. The Thunder have got 7 of 15 to find the net. Williams' shot is good.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
"24 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Collier. 14 points for him last game against the Lakers.
Not to mention the assists he piled up. You can see why his teammates like playing with him.
Inside with 4 on the clock, and it's laid in by Nurkic. And the Jazz lead by 4.
Just love the unselfishness there. Keep the ball moving. Good things happen.
And that concludes the first quarter play. Utah ahead. They lead by 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And take a look at the Jazz performance here, guys. What do you think?
Well, you have to look at the advantage they have in the turnover department. I mean, that's a huge advantage for them in this game.
Offensively, they took care of the ball. And defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
Thunder trail by 4. They've got Collier. Yusuf Nurkic is out there with Filipowski. Then it's Sviatoslav Mikhailuk. And it's Hendricks in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Now here's Wiggins. Back to Williams. 5 on the clock. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
And he is stronger than he looks, trust me. I mean, Williams has the bulk to win those tough battles inside.
The Jazz shooting about 43% in this one. Pass to Collier. Here's Hendricks. Three-pointer off the mark. Wallace with it. Wiggins outside. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. On offense, here's Utah. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. The Lakers will be traveling in to face them after this one. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home. Left side, Williams. Yep, that one goes. Williams has got 8.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Pass to Nurkic. Here's Collier. Here's Mikhailuk. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Boy, on the perimeter, you have to stay connected to this guy. He's such a good shooter.
Now here's Caruso. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. Outside, Williams. Pass to Wallace. Beyond the arc. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's Collier. No made baskets yet. And they're pushing it up. The finish! And Williams punches it home.
And the quickness in transition. I mean, I like watching Williams convert in these situations.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. For the Jazz, Markkanen's checked in for Filipowski. Anderson comes in for Hendricks. And Bailey subbed in for Mikhailu. Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Nurkic passes to Anderson. Here in quarter two, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Now here's Williams. He's got 10. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Here's Collier. Watched by Wallace. Basket counts. Anderson's gotten his first bucket of the night. And Grant, one thing we've seen so far with the NBA Cup tournament, it's been an absolute blast for the fans.
Yeah, B.A., it's the ideal way to make games more engaging. Fans love to brag about anything their team does. So in that regard, giving regular season games this extra spice has been a huge success.
Here's Wallace. After the basket by Utah. The teardrop. And Williams lays it in. Williams has got 12.
Boy, Jalen Williams is a tough guy who can make some tough shots. That one heavily contested.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Pass to Bailey. Outside, Anderson. To the paint. To the wing on the left. 4 on the clock. Here's Nurkic. And again, it's Utah.
Well, you can see on the face-up, Nurkic will drop that midi on you.
Thunder trail by 3. Wallace outside. Pass to Caruso. And there it is for him. Caruso's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
So it's Utah now. Now Nurkic. Here's Collier. Watched by Wallace. Utah moving the ball around. They get it back. Anderson. And there's 2. Work on the glass. Paying off that time. Anderson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, Kyle Anderson is the very definition of a guy willing to do the dirty work.
Wiggins with a screen on Markkanen. Williams passes to Wallace. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. Utah leading by 3. Inside. Oh, Williams with the block. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Collier. Here's Bailey. Williams defending. Pass to Nurkic. Uses the glass on the layup. Nurkic has got 8 points.
Well, this is exactly where you want Yusuf Nurkic operating on the offensive end.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Kessler, he's checked in for Utah. Then for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Wallace. So it's Oklahoma City now, trailing by 5. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
That was a tremendous all-around game. Their intensity was there, and their production was right there along with it, too.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was hard to imagine them being much better at the offensive end. They were so efficient in almost every aspect.
And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year.
Now here's Anderson. Clock is at 3. Pass to Collier. Takes the 3. Back to Anderson. From downtown. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Holmgren. Some solid defense from Markkanen.
Boy, just tremendous effort on defense. That's a clear message from him. No easy buckets.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And the Jazz finishing last season with the league's youngest roster and some good players in that mix, Doris.
Listen, the fan base understands that the Utah Jazz are trying to rebuild a roster. The Jazz are hoping they've taken the step in the right direction with the draft haul they have and with the picks on the horizon. It's just going to take time.
That's good for Markkanen. And the Thunder were already a tough defensive unit, Doris. Went out and got more stoppers last season in Isaiah Hartenstein and Alex Caruso.
It is a prerequisite for Mark Daigneault that you be able to guard your backside off on the defensive end. They lean into their strengths. They were the best of the West in 2024, and then you go out and get better. That front office is first level good. So good.
Over the course of his career, you've seen Alex Caruso's confidence really grow with his jump shooting.
Utah leading. Here's Bailey. George outside. Pass to Markkanen. Back to George. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Boy, felt like he let that possession get personal, trying to answer back with a 3 of his own there.
Caruso, the pass to Holmgren. Ooh, the confidence from Holmgren inside.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
And Utah has possession. Their first chance this season playing the Thunder. George passes to Bailey. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 3 assists in the game.
I love it. Instead of going ISO, you make a play for someone else.
And Williams has got the ball here for Oklahoma City. It's a 3-point game. Following this one, they host the Trailblazers. And that kicks off a string of 3 home games for them.
And you can already tell Holmgren has an edge to his game. Gets the 3 right back. That's the competitive streak you need as a young player.
For Utah, they've gotten 7 shots out of 14 attempts in the second quarter. Pass to Markkanen. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds now.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Boy, he is just doing it all right now. And the more the ball goes through the net, the more his confidence grows.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. A different look for Oklahoma City. Wiggins comes in for Williams, and it's Lou Dort in for Caruso. Utah trailing here. Bailey, the pass to Kessler. Utah moving the ball around. Pass to Markkanen. Here's the three. That one is off.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
Now here's Dort. He's covered closely. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Thunder are a powerhouse without possessing a bunch of big-name stars. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said the front office does a good job of picking players to be a part of the organization, and Coach Mark Daigneault said our job as a team is for the whole to be better than the sum of the parts. Brian, back to you.
Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Pass to George. Kessler, a screen on SGA. They need this. Kessler. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Well, at 7 foot with a strong frame, Walker Kessler does a really nice job drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Oklahoma City.
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
The other thing that's gone exceptionally well for them tonight is the shooting they've displayed from beyond the three-point arc.
And we're almost halfway through the group stage. Do coaches start thinking a little bit about how tiebreakers might come into effect here?
You know, maybe. Point differential is the second tiebreaker after head-to-head record. So that might be in the back of their minds. You're going to want to make sure you put up some big numbers in the group stage if you can.
Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, B.A. Guys who are going to make the right play. Defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC, piece by piece.
That free throw no good. And on lottery night, the Utah Jazz sliding back to the 5th pick, Doris.
B.A., I know for the fan base, obviously that's disappointing. Everybody wants the top pick, or they're hoping for at least a top 3 pick. But here's the key for the Utah Jazz. They have put in place an organization of leadership that will make good decisions over a span of time. This isn't a one draft wonder. This is about building out over time and getting a sustainable roster.
Markkanen misses.
Boy, it's in his head right now. I mean, there is nothing working for this man.
Pass to SGA. Wiggins with a screen on George. Now here's Holmgren. There's the triple. Anderson pulls it down. And here's Markkanen from outside the arc. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 9 rebounds now. Here's Dort. Nails it. And he's 1 for 5 with that one.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Pass to Bailey. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 5 assists tonight.
A growing aspect of George's game. He's working to become a strong facilitator.
And here's SGA. Give him 8. 51 seconds left in the first half of this one. Outside for Dort. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And how about the Thunder? Doris, last season, bringing home the first major professional sports title in the state of Oklahoma.
And what a fan base they have celebrating this historic achievement. And you think about the way this roster was built, through smart draft choices, through player development, and through a young, brilliant basketball coach. This team remains young, they're united, they're together, and it could be the first of many.
First one falls for him.
Lou Dort earned his way into the NBA because of what he brings on the defensive end. He is stout, he's not going to back away from a challenge, and now he's knocking down threes. Those players in high demand.
The Thunder making a switch here. Caruso's checked in. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
What we know about Lou Dort is this guy is an excellent defender. He's got size, strength, versatility. You can basically throw him at the other team's best offensive weapon night after night.
Back to George. Just 5 on the clock. The three. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Might be a good idea to run the clock. Hold it for the last shot.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
And here's Bailey for 3. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Jalen Williams making things happen for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Welcome, everybody, and a good half underway in this one. The Thunder battling it out tonight.
They've controlled the pace, and it's been fast, getting out in the open court and scoring before the defense could get set,
says the Jet. And let's focus now on the Rookie of the Year contenders. Some great talent coming into the league this year.
You don't slow-play rookies anymore. They get thrown into the fire. And these guys have responded well.
Offensively, yes, but defensively, they still have quite a bit to learn.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Jalen Williams really making a difference here.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
Oklahoma City leading by 3. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. 2 big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Dort. And the jumper from down low is true. So Dort's got 5.
Lou Dort's frame is exactly built for that kind of shot. He is big, strong, and tough, folks.
Marketing for 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
The shot by Dort, no good.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Anderson passes to George. Marketing against Hartenstein. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Isaiah Hartenstein. You know, Doris, it seems like point guards have more scoring duties than ever.
There's no doubt, B.A., and why not take advantage if you have a lead guard who can both put the ball in the basket and set his teammates. The harder you are to guard individually, the harder your team is to guard.
And he drops the first.
Guys, to me here we have a great example of what hard work can accomplish. Lauri Markkanen has made himself into one of the best offensive forces in the game.
Markkanen hits them both.
Well, big man that makes their free throws. Bravo.
George against Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren outside. Williams from long range. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Pass to Bailey. George, a screen on Dort. Here's Markkanen. Launches it. Yes! Markkanen from deep.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Got it.
My goodness, the ability of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to invite, to initiate that contact, so tough.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Here's Bailey. Give him 8. Outside, Anderson. Markkanen for 3. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
Is that high arcing 3? Markkanen is deadly from that corner spot.
Pass to Holmgren. Takes a 3. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
Guys with size who can shoot with range, that is a tough tandem to defend.
And so Will Hardy calls a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Here's a look at the current NBA Cup standings for you, right in the middle of group play.
Yeah, and at this juncture, you can't win the NBA Cup, but you can certainly lose it. Lots of teams are close to being eliminated. This is just such a fun competition.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. George outside. Outside, Anderson. Pass to Markkanen. Jacks up a 3, and they'll get another chance.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
This is how you make an impact on the offensive glass. Bring that intensity.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. 10 points for him. Shoots over George. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Jazz trail by 3. And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. He needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. The kick out to Williams. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. SGA's got his 4th assist in this one. Gilgeous-Alexander against George. Five to shoot. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander against George. Pass to Holmgren. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. When it comes to the scoring ability of Chet Holmgren, there's a lot to talk about, Doris.
Oh, come on, B.A. This guy is 7'1" and a sweet shooter from long range. He can put it on the deck and get to the mid-range. He can finish at the rim. Oh, my goodness, look out.
And he knocks down the first one.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Jazz trail by 5. Pass to Kessler. Now here's Anderson. Kessler, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And they call an illegal screen here. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. You look at Oklahoma City, they're sitting at the top of their conference right now with the #1 record. And, of course, the Jazz, now 9 games behind.
Right now for the Thunder, it's impressive how well they have played. I mean, some teams need more time before they start clicking, but not them. They were ready from the beginning.
And what a good feeling it is to play such high-quality basketball so early in the season. This kind of start sets the foundation for what could be a monster year.
Here's Williams, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That one on Anderson.
What I love about Jalen Williams, he makes his presence felt on the game. Athleticism, tireless work ethic, and offensive skills that are just blossoming with each repetition.
Free throw drops for Williams. Well, talking about Jalen Williams, what excites you most about this kid, Doris?
Okay, I don't know where to begin, PA, because you are talking about a legitimate two-way force and a guy who has the potential to be a perennial all-star. He takes on a huge defensive assignment. He can sustain an offense when your star is off the floor. Like, look out. This guy's game is big time.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And looking at Jalen Williams, is there a part of his game you like best, Grant?
You know, it's tough to pick just one, BA. He's such an all-around player. He can guard point guards, post players, you name it, and can score from anywhere on the court.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 14 points for him. And stolen by Markkanen. George against Gilgeous-Alexander. Three-pointer. Left side Anderson. Pass to Markkanen. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Boy, with your 4th foul, you are going to have to be selective with how you guard and how physical you are.
Utah making a switch here. Collier's checked in. Oklahoma City leading by 7. Williams with it. 22 points for him. Pass to Dort. Now here's Hartenstein. He's covered by Kessler. Back to Dort. And stolen by Markkanen. Here's Bailey. And he can't get that one. Good work defensively by Dort. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. And that sends Kyle Anderson to the free throw line. It's on Isaiah Hartenstein. Caruso, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. The free throw drops for Anderson.
Kyle Anderson is 6'9", and so you think forward. But the fact is, he's a great passer. This guy's so unique in what he brings to the game.
Now here's SGA. He's got 14. Look at Shai playing big inside.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Jazz trail by 6. And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
You know, I think one thing Coach will address in this timeout right now is You're missing a lot of shots. Why not become more of a facilitator out there?
Filipowski, he's checked in for Lowry Markkanen. And also a switch here for Oklahoma City. Wallace, he's checked in for Dork. Bailey, the pass to Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
Well, tremendous strength and authority on that dunk. Nicely done, Walker Kessler.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Pass to Holmgren. Caruso outside. And yep, it's good. Caruso's got 10 points in the game.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Jazz trail by 6. Here's Bailey. Anderson for 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. Ooh, ripped away. Here's Collier. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. With the floater. Out of bounds. It'll be Thunder ball. Here's a look at the schedule for the Oklahoma City Thunder. On Sunday, they'll be matching up with Damian Lillard and the Portland Trailblazers. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And that game against the Trailblazers, on paper, they should be expected to come away with a win. However, this might be one of those trap games if they aren't fully engaged.
Kessler against Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Anderson pulls it down. Anderson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Collier. And here's Filipowski. He's guarded by Caruso. Shot from 12. SGA pulls it in. Thunder leading by 6. Fires for 3. Kessler with a rebound.
Well, he went into the locker room with 1 3 to his credit, and he's still looking here for number 2.
Pass to Collier. Now Kessler for 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Caruso. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Oh, my goodness. Take a flight, Mr. Caruso. Woo-hoo!
And it's Utah with the ball. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Pass to Anderson. Utah with another miss. Oklahoma City shooting 55% for the game so far. To stop the drought. And finished off by Anderson.
Well, just tremendous fast break play from Kyle Anderson. Getting easy buckets, so important to a team's success.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. A different look here for Utah. Nurkic is checked in for Kessler. Hendricks comes in for Anderson. And Mikhailuk subbed in for Bailey. Here's Wallace. He's got 5. And there's the call on Yusuf Nurkic. That'll be a second foul of the game. Utah on D. Outside, Williams. Lets it go from deep. The shot, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And he drives in. Pass to Collier. It's stolen away. Caruso outside. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Utah with the ball. Following the bucket by the Thunder. Hendricks, no good. Wallace outside. Pass to Wiggins. Puts up a 3. Utah grabs the miss.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right. He stays connected and great timing on the contest. You know, he's been giving them points, but they still can't seem to get over the hump tonight.
And we've got 1:18 left in the 3rd quarter. Now here's Caruso. He's got 14. The 3 is up. Rebounded by Nurkic. Jazz trail by 5. Down low. Pass to Collier. There's 48 seconds left in the 3rd. And stolen by Caruso. Let's go with a 3. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
A selective opportunist on the offensive end. Love that little pull-up off the bounce. Alex?
14 feet away. Collier, no good. Oklahoma City leading by 8. The kick out to Wiggins. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wiggins.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
Filipowski sets a screen. Kicks it out to Markkanen. The 3. And so it's Oklahoma City up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. Back to the game after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm Assists of the Game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. They've got Yusuf Nurkic. Vyacheslav Mikhailuk is out there with Collier. Then it's Lauri Markkanen, and it's Filipowski in at the 4 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
This guy's such a talented finisher, but the D does just enough.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Free throw drops for Williams. And Williams drops them both.
And really strong at the line since the break.
Jazz trail by 10. And there's the foul. It's on Cason Wallace. That's foul number 2 for him. And here's Nurkic. Here's Collier. Back to Nurkic. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Creating easier opportunities for your guys to score. That is good offense.
Wallace outside. Caruso outside. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Caruso's got 11 in the second half.
Wow, Alex Caruso is cooking right now, folks. And this is not something you see on a nightly basis, but he is working well.
The Jazz shooting about 41%. Pass to Mikhailuk. Sinks it from distance.
His three-point mechanics have been flawless. Get him a clean look from deep, and he'll bury it.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Williams looking around. Oh, they pick off the pass. Here's Collier. Lets the 3 fly. Williams grabs the board. Wallace outside. The shot won't fall. Jazz trail by 7. Williams with the block. 3 on 3. And it's good. 2 points. The Jazz have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Pass to Mikhailuk. Here's Collier. And here's Markkanen. 6 to shoot. Pots that corner. Markkanen.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Kessler, he's checked in for Utah. Then for Oklahoma City, Jang comes in for Williams, and Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Wallace. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. He said to his guys, this one is not over yet. You have worked hard for this lead, and we are not about to give it up now. Stay focused and keep hustling. Back to you guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. And there's a pick. Caruso outside. Pass to Jang. Williams from long range. And that one falls. Now 10 for 12 with that make.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
Markkanen with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Markkanen outside. Offensive rebound. A nice shot by Filipowski. Now Williams. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Pass to Jang. Back to Williams. Now here's Caruso. From the arc. Oh, the Thunder, another 3.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Here's Collier. Pass to Markkanen. Fires the 3. Markkanen stretching the floor.
Yep, and he's got his three-point shot back. He did nothing from range in the first half. But here in this quarter, woo, he's got it going.
Up top, SGA. Jang in the post. He's covered by Kessler. From deep, SGA. The rebound by Markkanen. Markkanen's got his 5th rebound in this one. And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul of the game. A different look here for Utah. Anderson's checked in for Filipowski. Bailey comes in for Mikhailuk. And it's George in for Collier. Here's Bailey. Pass to Kessler. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Walker Kessler so smart to just keep going for his bucket. This guy's so strong, that foul can't stop him completely.
That free throw, no good.
Well, from the moment he stepped into the league, Walker Kessler proved he was a rotation player. He gives you unbelievable defense, aggressive rebounding, and very good inside scoring.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Caruso. Outside, Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander against George. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
That's good for Markkanen.
And guys, Markkanen, there's no question about his offensive talent. His skill set is the perfect match for the way the game is played today.
Jazz trail by 5. George with it. Oh, look at the flush from Markkanen.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Here's Williams. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
Well, J-Dub has the size and strength to work on the interior. That is nicely done.
And the more experience George gets, the more confident he looks.
Well, Keontae George is an excellent athlete. He's got positional size to play the lead guard, but he's got to develop as a playmaker. He took that step this past season, and we know this. The guy is elite athletically. Like, there's a lot of good building blocks here.
And he can't get the first one.
I think my favorite thing about Jalen Williams is just how much you can tell his love for the game. It's on display nightly. He puts in the work, and he gets the results.
Here's what Oklahoma City's going with right now. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Jang. Chet Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. And Joe's subbed in for Caruso. And the second free throw is good.
You know, he may be kicking himself for that one miss, but establishing the 2-possession lead was key.
George passes to Kessler. Back to George. Pass to Markkanen. Takes a 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Williams has got 5 rebounds in the game.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
Hartenstein finds Williams. And they get it back. Back to Holmgren. Shot clock at 5. Goes back up. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Markkanen. Here's Bailey. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go on the assist from Williams. Williams has got 3 assists tonight. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for Utah. Pass to Bailey. Back to George. Utah moving the ball around. And he's headed to the line for two. He gets the whistle there.
Lowry Markkanen, remember, 7-footer with incredible touch, just using his size well.
First free throw is good, and the Thunder making a change here. Dortch checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Outside, SGA. Pass to Williams. Over Anderson. Williams misses. Utah's gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the fourth. Three-pointer. Drops in the 3. Williams has got 15 points in just the second half.
Another bucket. This guy just keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
The Jazz have gotten 6 of 12 shots to go here in this fourth quarter. Here's Bailey. Markkanen outside. Launches it. Here's Bailey. Pass to Anderson. Clock at 6. Knocked away. Dort with a steal. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. And it's Holmgren missing. Jazz trail by 7. Anderson with it, and it's Dort picking him up. Anderson passes to Kessler. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Kessler always looking to score down low. A nice finish inside.
Gilgeous-Alexander against George. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. The 3 is up. Oh, the Thunder, another 3.
That's 2 triples for him. 1 in the first, 1 in the second.
Markkanen outside. From downtown. Can't get it to drop. Great D that time from Holmgren. Dort up top. Pass to Holmgren. Over Markkanen. Holmgren shooting right over the top.
And stiff defense is something Holmgren will have to get used to. Pros don't get to take easy shots.
It's George on the wing. SGA covering. Markkanen, the pass to Bailey. Anderson for 3. Some solid defense from Williams. Oklahoma City leading by 10. Dort for 3. He drops it from range.
Well, for Lou Dort, it's all about building confidence from three-point territory. This is a growing part of his skill set.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Jazz trail by 13. Now here's George. Now Markkanen. Just 5 to shoot. George in the post. SGA covering. Oh, and again, unable to change momentum here. Here's Holmgren. Here's the pass to Williams. Oh, the long ball, no good. Bailey driving in, and he slams it down.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with a screen on George. Here's Dort. Holmgren outside. Bullseye! Chet hitting for three.
Well, the very definition of a stretch big, right? Chet Holmgren comes in with the reputation as a spacer.
Jazz trail by 14. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Markkanen with a screen on Williams. Just 4 to shoot. SGA pulls it down. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. 14 points, their largest margin of the game. Holmgren! Ooh, the three doesn't go. And that's a foul called on Isaiah Hartenstein. That'll be foul number 5 on him. And due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. And with the cap, many teams looking for cheap young players to fill the bench. How does that affect the mid-level vets?
Again, BA, I go back to how difficult roster construction and sustaining a quality roster are. The mention of youth here is about, listen, you have to hope your draft choices work out well, and you have to hope your young players develop quickly because they are on team-friendly contracts.
No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second.
You know, he doesn't shrink the lead as much as he should have. That hurts a bit.
Oklahoma City leading by 13.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Thunder.
And at first glance, it appeared to be an easy win for them. However, they had to weather some storms along the way, Grant.
Yeah, in terms of competitiveness, it was a lot closer than the final score indicates.
And so this will lock down their 15th win of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And we've come to expect these kinds of strong games for Jalen Williams.
He was just everywhere for them on both ends, really, just showing a lot of aggressiveness and intensity.
Now here's SGA. Now pass to Williams for 3. Nails it from 3. Williams has got 35.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. The 3 from Holmgren. Rebounded by the Jazz. And that's a foul called on Isaiah Hartenstein. That's it for him. He's fouled out. Not only that, we're in the bonus, so we'll go to the line for 2.
With the depth they have at that spot, they're more equipped than most teams to handle that kind of loss.
First one falls for him. No good on the second free throw. The steal. And so it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. And with tonight's win, they're now 2-0 in the NBA Cup.
Yeah, just a fantastic start to the group stage. They're in the driver's seat in this group. A strong finish, and they'll advance.
Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Shea, you were using those long arms to be disruptive on the defensive end. What's your focus at that end of the floor?
I'm just trying to be as active as possible. And like you said, getting my length involved, something I've been blessed with, and I just want to use it.
That activity, that length was noticed. Congratulations.
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Jalen Williams.